My name is Laquan McCarley, and welcome to Verve Consultants, Inc. And today we're going to do a recap of the subject, turning ideas and passions into a profitable and sustainable business. So let's get started. Now, we are in a world crisis, and that has allowed for a lot of new startups. And due to the Census Bureau reports, they say that about 77% of the new business created were from solo entrepreneurs. Now, will all of them succeed? Unfortunately not. But I'm here to help you to learn how to focus your ideas to turn it into a sustainable business. So let's get started. So when using your ideas and your thoughts, because that is what creates a business, you want to be clear. So there's a saying that says, write the vision and make it plain, right? So with all those beautiful thoughts that you have concerning what you want to do, let's write it down in a vision statement. What is it that you see for you and your business? And in that vision, why are you doing what you're doing? So the why is so important because when things get difficult in operating a business, then you want to always lean on your why, because that why is going to help keep you going. Next is that you want to set your goals. So setting goals for your business allows you to be able to take a step at a time to complete those goals so that your business can grow. And in doing this, we are going to start developing what's called a business plan. Now, there are some who say business plans don't matter anymore, but they actually do, in my opinion. It actually writes out or actually lays out the blueprint of what your business is going to look like. So in your business plan, you want to look at what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and who is your competition. What your competition does or doesn't do is really not as important as what you bring to the table. What makes you different from your competition? What makes your product or service that much more desirable to the consumer? And in that process, how will you market your product or service? And in that marketing, where do you think you will project your finances to go? I suggest that you project at least up to 3 years of your finances, so that way you can have a blueprint as to what goals you're trying to meet financially every year. So in addition to those items in your business plan, consider who your target audience will be. Who are you doing this for? And why is it so important that you're doing this for them? So that you can understand your marketing strategy, how you're going to brand your product or service, and the ever-changing economics behind that product or service. Once you have put a level of a business plan together, let me give you a little bit of a tip. Your business plan is a living document. It will always evolve and change as you and your business evolves and change. It is your blueprint. And I use that word a lot because it is the skeleton of what you're doing. You are the master architect of ensuring that what you are building is what you envisioned in the beginning. The changes and the pivots are there to help you get to your end goal. And so it's important to make sure that that business plan lays out those items where you can go back and you can say, this is where I started, this is where I want to go, and this is how I want to get there. Now that we've talked about determining what success looks like for you, let's move into the next phase, which is a trendy business versus a sustainable business. A trendy business is considered to be that where there's a product or service that only caters to like a one-time situation. It doesn't translate or evolve over time. It's only for the now. Like it's particularly used just for now, but it may not be necessary or used a year from now, or maybe even a month from now. With a sustainable business is a business that looks at not only the problem of right now, but how it can resolve problems in the future. So we can take software. Let's use a software as an example. The translation software that's used in our computers. When they started out as being translation softwares where you can talk to your computer. It will type and transcribe in English only. But now we know that that is a needed service because as it has evolved over time, we can now use that same software in different languages. So which means that once the person who developed that particular piece of the software, they knew that if I could get this part right, then the demand for more is there to resolve issues in other languages. So that was a slow walk, and that's what sustainability is. It's taking a slow walk to improve, test, improve, test, improve, to continually capture your consumer and to also continually capture new consumers. So then that way your business can continue to grow and evolve. And from that test and improve, push and pull scenario, it also gives the software engineers information as to the other things that maybe the consumer is looking for within that software. So that continues to make that software stronger because now they have the testing to deal with the improvements. Now that you understand the difference between a trendy business and a sustainable business, here's some other things that you need to consider. Once you decide what type of business you want to be, you want to be able to avoid issues that can happen in your business in order to keep it sustainable. So let's start here. The primary thing that you need to focus on is your infrastructure. The infrastructure of your business will be a key determining factor of how fast you grow and where you want to grow. So looking at infrastructure, what I mean is making sure that your company stays in good standing with the state that you are registered in, that you have registered for a federal identification number with the IRS, and that you pay your necessary federal taxes. In addition to that, being able to stay in compliance with the state and local rules in which the state you operate, which includes paying your state and local taxes, being registered for any and all business licenses that you may need in the process of operating your business, and otherwise knowing what those rules are to ensure that your business doesn't get hit with fines or penalties unnecessarily. If you're going to have employees or subcontractors, that you know the rule between having an employee versus having a subcontractor, and that you pay attention to how you are doing your reporting when it comes to payroll. Another key factor to consider is making sure that when you are dealing with your accountant, that you know your numbers. The compliance factor in your numbers will help you in how you grow. So being able to sit down with your accountant and see where your numbers are is a great asset to you and your company. You want to know what areas of your business are not doing as well as others. What are your high profit margins and how can you expand those issues? And if there's another way to grow, how can you bring in other streams of revenue in order to continually build your brand and make you stronger? So I hope that some of these tips are helpful to you. I have more tips on my website, verveconsultantsinc.com. Look under the resources page. I hope you found the information contained in this recap insightful and helpful to turn your ideas and passions into a profitable and sustainable business. But if you need more help, reach out to me. www.verveconsultantsinc.com to schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me, LaQuan McCarley. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at LaQuan McCarley. If you have any other questions, I'm here to help. Please subscribe and like this video so you can be notified when we have new videos uploaded to help you in your pursuit of business.